Clash of Clans, episode 28. How? You shoot your eye out, kid. Clash of Clans and the fans in the stands. I'm your pal, Big Boneyard. I'm here with my pal, Scotty. Hey, Scotty.
Hey, Boneyard.
And once again, we have the lovely Lady Boneyard.
Lovely.
Here
Happy birthday!
We're pulling a Frosty the Snowman on you right there. We're here in the WBSMT studio here in Riverside at the Boneyard residence. Having a good old time. We got the stacks and stacks of tracks on wax for you out there in Kitty Land, Radio Land.
Yeah.
Scotty, how you doing? Let's
Merry
jump
Christmas
right in.
episode.
Yeah,
Christmas.
it's a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not actually the Christmas episode because it's a week before Christmas. But you probably won't hear this for another 2 weeks because Scotty takes your goddamn
It'll
break.
be up for the Christmas.
I'll say Merry Christmas now, and you'll hear
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, anything.
We passed Hanukkah by like a month.
Oh,
Yeah, Hanukkah was early this year, and
We had the turkey menorah out.
And who knows
really?
when?
Yeah.
Who knows
cool.
when Kwanzaa is? I don't know.
It's a day after Christmas.
That's Boxing Day.
It is also Kwanzaa this year.
well, Boneyard did not let me log in since I have been here at WBSMT Radio at Boneyard.
Do I sound like I'm on old time radio?
Yeah.
Well, check it in,
Okay.
log it in, see what you got. You got it.
I'm looking.
You got it?
I do not
You got it.
frickin' have the Christmas tree yet.
Boo! I do.
You do?
I got my Christmas tree. I got it days ago.
You did? I've been keeping my
you
camp.
did not.
I totally do have one.
You do?
Shut
I
up.
told you that. Didn't you look at
Hold
it?
on. I'm
No.
gonna check your camp.
Yeah, I
because
totally
I'm
don't.
not sure if I.
My game's broken.
Lower right hand side. Check it out.
It's
Everything.
broken.
Well,
And
Merry
the Christmas trees are different this year than
Yeah,
last
they are
year.
different. You know, and
They're
that's
cool.
so.
I thought they're cool. I wish I would have kept one from last year. I mean, I had one probably until February, way longer.
You
than,
kept it that long?
Well, maybe even longer than that. Because I remember having it. Well, it's still winter now. Of course, in Duluth, it was winter until freaking June.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, this
No
is.
kidding.
But I was
And it
like,
started early, too.
I was like, oh, this is going to be. My tree's getting old, and it's a fire hazard. I better get it out of here. And I dumped it. Yeah.
You did, huh? You know,
And it was early enough where I needed the gold.
Weird.
Like I needed the score out of it.
The
because,
75,000.
Yeah, it was a big score, and I was like, because that was a year ago.
And I think last year I
it
had.
started a year and 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time. In fact, I said to Corrigan on Twitter,
I need that money. So
I
I
said,
better get it.
anybody else still not get a Christmas tree or something like that? And he said he hadn't, and I said they're different than last year or something like that. And he goes, I wasn't playing, and I'm like, oh, weird. And I'm like, oh, weird. Yeah, we've been playing for the second Christmas, and wouldn't it have been cool now if we would have kept that Christmas tree?
Yeah, really. I had one that
collected every year's Christmas tree, and I thought people were idiots. You know, back in we're like, oh, that guy still has a stupid Christmas tree. I think I remember you saying something like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, I wish I would have kept it because I had one that was off the map.
You did, huh?
I had two of them actually. When I finally cut them down, I had two of them.
I'm going to be.
And they were both over in the corner, but one of them was off the edge of the grid, so it wasn't even impeding anything, and I should have just let it sit there.
Yeah,
You still got your pumpkin? We talked about that.
No, I didn't. I don't. It went a long time ago.
no.
I think I forgot to even try to keep it. Like
Probably didn't even buy it. This guy.
Oh no, I bought it.
Oh yeah,
a few times.
Yeah, right.
But now,
Hey, Lady B, you still got your? You don't have yours either, huh?
Do you still have yours?
No, I kept mine inside, and before I even realized that I wanted to try to keep it, it was past the due date.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen? And okay, we're going to talk about this later on, but I have to bring it up now. Just remind me later. Talk about the Santa bombs.
Santa bombs.
Yeah,
they're pretty cool.
They're really cool. I like it how if you leave them sit there, like I've seen them where they put them around the town hall. Boots shared a replay, and they had just all the Santa bombs, just tons of it, because every time they exploded.
Yeah, they leave 4 or 5 of them, and you don't pick them up, so you just leave a bunch of presents on your board.
Yeah,
That's
and people, I think, are using that strategy a little bit more. Like I'm seeing it more where people are leaving the headstones and things.
Yeah.
Out because it's just such a distraction. So you see a Santa bomb exploded, or what you think's exploded already.
They don't really
you
do
go
enough. The way I fight, I'm not scared of any traps or bombs. I don't care.
Yeah, you're past that, huh? Well, we're going to get into that. Lady B, we were sitting here talking beforehand. So Lady P.
Oh, we got
another
another segment.
guest.
We want to once she stops
Clash and bitch.
Once she stops looking at her phone, we can get her to.
Well, it just turned on. My game was broken.
Okay, well now it's not broken.
No, it's not broken. I still don't have a Christmas tree.
That sucks.
Damn it.
This day is just going to hell in a handbasket.
All right. Well,
Did hours ago. Clash and bitch.
Clash and bitch.
all right.
So
bitch
what do
on.
you got?
Bitch on, baby. What you got?
I forgot. What are we
Well,
bitching about?
see.
I don't have a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
There you
that
go.
was-
Number one.
All right. 1250 trophies.
Oh.
So you
Now, I want to complain about this because I was really upset. I was so excited to get my 1250 achievement.
okay?
And so I went to bed with, and this was a couple weeks ago, but I went
that
to
long
bed.
ago?
Well,
Yeah,
maybe it was
a
last
couple
week.
weeks ago.
I don't know. Anyhow, I can't keep one day straight from the other. I went to bed with 1240. And I said,
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm going to wake up tomorrow, and when I have my breakfast break at work, I'm going to have my oatmeal and my coffee and my juice, and I'm going to clash, and I'm going to get my 1250.
Well, bash some nerds.
Bash some nerds
bash
for 12.
some
Can't wait to
nerds.
bash a nerd for 10 trophies. I'm gonna.
You know, it's going to be great because I'm going to go
Breakfast bashing.
Yeah.
breakfast bashing is the best.
Very nice.
So I wake up in the morning and I check my phone when I get up and, make sure I don't need to do any little doodads or anything and, upgrade anything. And I look and someone's
suspense.
attacked me and I gained 22 trophies.
Oh.
So I didn't even get to get my 10 trophies at breakfast. Somebody just
So you didn't
lost to me.
You didn't have
and
the sweet
Yeah.
I didn't have
sensation
that
of crossing
sweet
that
sensation
finish
of doing
line.
that. I just woke up and it was like, yeah, achievements, come and collect your thing. And I was like, yeah, I finally got that 450 gems. All right.
It's like passing out right before you finish a marathon and somebody drags you over the finish line,
Right.
thinking they're like helping you out, you know? And
No,
no.
And thank God I haven't done that yet.
I was gonna get up and crawl
Like-
to that finish line.
I was almost there.
Yeah. So okay, so you got your 1250 achievement, huh?
Yeah.
Would you get 250 gems or is it 1,000?
450 gems.
Nice. What are
Yeah.
you doing with it?
Well, I'm loving these boosts.
Okay, wait, we're gonna talk about that. You had one more thing last week.
Clash and bitch, do it up.
Yeah,
Clash and bitch. What
There's
else?
one you said last week. You were talking about saying
That's what
something
my
about
last week 1250
Oh,
was.
okay. Just want to make sure we covered the Clash and bitch.
How about a certain work associate?
Oh my God. Does anybody know what a brain burr is? If somebody knows what a brain burr is, please call in and tell me.
42427 Clash.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or tweet us at
Or tweet us.
WBSMT Radio because
At WBSMT Radio.
yeah, it's a really good way. way to get
Or
hold-
email us.
yeah, or
at
some
Clash of
fucking
Clans
thing.
Clash
Podcast
of
is
Clans podcast.
There's so many ways to get a hold of people.
@gmail.com.
It's like
Write a
you can't
letter
keep it
and
straight.
tie it to an arrow and shoot it in the air. And
Okay, so
maybe we'll
Yeah,
get
if
here.
you write a
Pigeon.
letter and attach it to one
we
of
also
your
have a pigeon
archers,
courier service.
roll it into a tube and throw it in a bottle and throw it in the ocean.
Very
and
nice.
put it in Lake Superior.
All right.
It'll get here.
Destination, Port of Duluth.
It'll get here.
Go
Okay.
up the St. Louis River. It will get to us.
Tie it to a sturgeon.
Yeah.
It'll get here after it eats a little kid's foot.
All right.
That happens.
Watching this. God. All right. So what's happening in the game this week with you guys?
Where's my thing at? Well, this week I got my. I have one wizard tower upgrading.
Ooh.
2 blue. I have
Okay.
3 blue wizard towers. So I have one.
I think last podcast you only had one.
Yeah, I had 2 blue ones, and I was working on, but now I got it,
Nice.
and I'm loving it. I can't wait.
So you have been working on. Are you going for your other wizard tower now?
That's my last one.
It's
Yeah.
oh yeah because
I got 5 days left till it's blue, and that's the last one. And then I can start on. I'm going to do all my
Yeah.
Teslas and air defenses and get them up there past. So I'm going to get them to where they cost more than 4 million or whatever it is. 'cause
So
it's
what
gonna
are
take
you
forever.
sitting at with archer towers and
Archer towers are all level 10. I can still go them up. I know they're level 10. I can still put them up one more level before they max out at
Yeah.
my town hall level 9, level 10. Right? I got 10.
9?
No, I got 9.
You got 9.
Which one's the lava one?
10.
I got 9.
Yep.
So I can
You
do,
forgot what town hall you're.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
How often do you look at it? I don't remember.
Yeah, because it's off in the
You can-
corner. Of the,
yeah, right. I don't even see it. But so I got once I so it's Teslas and then air defenses at the same time, And then I'm probably going to knock out the rest of the bombs and max those out. I got a
You're
couple
gonna
more
go for
air
it?
bombs that I have to get up there.
Those bombs, like
And they're not really many, but it's only It's only a 1.5 mil, so I was like, I'll get it when I can.
was looking at it.
And they're fast.
I did them all the way to. I'm on giant bomb level 3, and to go up, it's only 25 more hit points, and I'm always like, is it really worth it when I could be doing something? But at the same time, I'm like, well, 25 is 25 hit points.
What you got to do is look at where those level 6 troops. What's their hit points? You got to look through them all and see what's under and what's over.
Well, 25 is 25.
What can you
that
kill?
might be one shot that an archer tower has to take. So
right.
Okay. So what else are you doing? Because we're gonna talk about this.
I've been working on that shit.
So
right now I have.
Are your cannons maxed out?
Yeah, to where they can be.
Okay. Yeah, I did my cannons before the archer towers, but now in my game I am starting my level 11 archer tower. Got one going.
Yep.
I've got both inferno towers out there on multiple target.
Yeah, ain't that a son of a bitch?
Yeah,
that's a big change. That's tough.
I'm starting to wonder where after this last update, not where the game's going, but like how you're going to be able to attack and what's going to change. There's got to be some other dark troops coming because there's something because it seems
all 5 of those open slots say coming soon.
Yeah, and with that, with those like barbarians and those bombs now, and they're always out there, so there's always things going. It's like,
yeah,
it's so much harder to raid that way.
That's why those spells are so dope. I mean,
yeah,
I gotta drop like a heal and a rage spell just so my guys can get into that inferno tower to knock that thing out.
Yeah, it's
tough.
What it was nice before. A way to fool it was if you're attacking one and it's not on multiple, it's on single. It goes from 1 to 1,000, so it gets stronger as it goes.
Yep.
But I found a way to get around that is just to send in a shit ton of barbs because it's going to peck the first thing that's closest to it. So if you can just overwhelm it and get your defense up to it,
Sure.
or whatever you're going to use, like your giants.
My minions. I do that with my minions and let the balloons come over the minions and take out the inferno tower. So the minions are getting killed one at a time. The balloons are flying in nice and slow, and then blah, take everything out.
And are you running into problems with the air defenses, like with the bombs? Because I haven't. No,
I spread my shit out. I come in, at the other end of the battle, at the other end of the board, the end of the battle. Great! There's one one last one that comes up and
when they bunched.
Yeah, bust all my shit up, but. I don't really. I mean, because I do it slowly, and
you're doing
now.
Remind everybody you're doing a full
minions, balloons.
You just do it until they're filled.
Yeah, they're both maxed out. It's like 15 to 20 balloons.
How much is it costing you? Well, I suppose
70 minions.
What's it costing you an elixir to do that?
Not much. I mean, $60,000, something like that. I don't know. What's 20? What is it? 3,600. Let's take a look.
Are the balloons only 36?
Oh, they're 4,500 per balloon.
That's a lot.
And if I got 20, that's 90,000
plus
elixir.
A couple heal spell or a couple spells in there.
Yeah, right. And I'm only going for gold. So when I pull off $200,000 in elixir every battle, I go.
Are you maxed out on your elixir?
No, I just I just got. I'd spent it down to 0, and now I'm at 4.5 million.
Okay. Holy shit!
And I'm waiting on.
You just spent it down to 0. How'd you get 4.5 million elixir so fast?
Well, I spent it down to 0 6 days ago when I started my jump spell for the last time. That was the last thing I did for 4 million, and that was 6 days ago. And and now that's done, and I can't research anything because I need to get 6 million in elixir or 7.5, which is what I'm going to do.
I'm having just
archers for
hell of a time getting. We'll get into that about the loot because we want to talk a little bit about the update. So those my camp is just fucking rocking it. I gotta say, how I've got that set up. I got attacked. I got one attack this week, the biggest attack that's happened yet, and it was 49%. They had a bunch of golems come in and
What?
And they made it all the way in to the center.
How long did the fight last? 12 minutes?
Well, no, they dropped
No, it can only go 3.
Oh.
They dropped the P.E.K.K.A.s. It was a pretty powerful army, but it's still they only got not even 50% of the camp.
Yeah.
And there's so many times where I'll see a full out and out attack on the one side of my base, and they fucking get leveled. I mean, they can't even make it in.
I love that. Oh,
because those
every time I see that something that is more than 1,000 of each, every time I look at.
100,000, you mean?
No, anytime I get hit for more than 1,000 of each, they went after more than my my town hall. I better replay that.
Yeah.
And then I look closely at what they use. I'm like, they used hundreds of guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this. This is funny.
Yeah.
And they get in and they'll bust up a corner of it, and they still won't get they won't do it right, or they do it right and just can't get in.
Yeah.
But I did get hit by a town hall level 10 guy because he had 5 spells, so I knew he was on town hall level 10. And I got hit for like 300 million or 300,000 gold and
ouch.
Like 280,000. Like he came in and wiped me out.
Wow.
And it was right before I was getting up there to get my last wizard tower. And 300 and some gold, 300,000 gold, like, you son of a bitch. But then but I went and got it back in 2 minutes.
Well, and that's the thing is like, so last episode I was talking about how I have those divots in each side of my village, and so I've got the infernos at the top in the divots, so people are avoiding
Lady
those.
Boneyard's giving me the evil eye for burping on the radio. Guess what? This is what happens. This episode brought to you by Bud Light.
Anti-Pepsi.
Bud Light. It's fucking great.
He knows the shout-outs. So, and then those hidden Teslas on the other side, those whatever they send in to get my shit, it fools them. Those things go in there, and the bombs take them out before they get there.
Whatever else bunches up in there is just getting zapped on.
Yeah, just gets the shit pounded out. Because then they turn to be like, oh crap, and I got to get to the nearest defense. And so they're gonna, since my elixirs are kind of separate, I basically.
Oh, wow, that was a good one.
I basically equally spread all the.
Sorry. Oh, Lady B takes her ear out and her earbud out and everything. I don't want to listen to you burping.
She's
will you
out
grab
of the
me a
studio.
beer, honey? Thank you.
So they go in and get pounded, and then because they're the way I've got it spread out evenly around.
Sure.
The giants or whatever they're sending in are going to try to go through that wall, and they're going to go the long way to get the nearest loot. And
Yeah, right. No, it's all about spreading out your resources so they can't attack everything at once.
Okay.
I love finding the guy who's got a whole bunch of shit and he's still got all of his storage facilities wrapped around his town hall in the center.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's easy. I'll just flying V right in one corner and just knock the shit out of this guy. Drop a heal spell right in the middle, and all those minions are just going to sit there and spit on that, blah, 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 and just take all of his stuff.
Nice.
And then he's like, oh, I'm so pissed. Get revenge for 5 lightning spells right in the middle. And you're like, oh, none of my stuff is close enough for you to get anything with that shit.
Well, and the lightning spells, I was thinking about researching those next, because I did the bombers, but they're still going. Last episode, I pushed the button, and I'm happy I did now.
Yeah.
Because when they get done, I can.
You hear that, folks? Out there in Radioland, we're actually recording an episode soon enough after the last episode that his shit isn't done researching.
Yeah. Yep, we're on track.
8 days
now that
later.
we moved to your house. So
Lady Boneyard's in the mix.
Yeah, Lady Boneyard's keeping it happening.
And Scotty, do you have that posted yet? Scotty, do you have that posted yet?
Yeah, I got it up. Yeah.
All right, well, let's take that lull in the conversation.
And the one other thing is,
whatever you're talking about. What?
The one other thing is, I've got my king going to level 11.
Oh, level 11. Yep. I knocked mine up to 4.
You did, huh?
Both of them. I had all this dark elixir because I was just nailing all these fools and just whacking off all these dark elixir.
Whacking off.
So I, Dr. Whacking off, paging Dr. Whacking off, and so I was like, well, I got to get rid of this stuff because people are coming in after it. Like they're like, oh, I can hit that because there's 50 grand in there or something. Like, well, it's time. My research, I would have put that toward I still don't have level 5 Mr. T's.
You don't, huh?
Isn't that crazy?
That's really kind of nuts.
Excuse me, because I went off of those guys because I didn't have any Dark Elixir, and then I just quit using them because I had these balloons.
Okay, so you're.
I didn't have the Dark Elixir to make level 5 Mr. T, so I went for a level 6 balloons, and now I can't get off those balloons.
I'm kind of liking the balloons. I hated the balloons at first, and
yeah, because you last episode you talked about what you're using. So are you still using your? I'm
mixing
wizards?
it up a little bit. I had done I think last week I was researching the balloons, and mine are up to, I don't know what I have, level 3 balloons. And Boneyard gave me some balloons in one of my troop requests, and I went in with a whole bunch of them. I made like 13 of them at level 2, paid for level 2. They upgraded to level 3.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
she did the old 1-2 punch on that. Saved a little elixir, yep.
And
you know what?
So I went in with
4
level 6 balloons and 13 level 3 balloons, and a little mix of my and a mix of my wizards and giants and archers, and it went really well. And so I've been kind of liking them and just kind of doing the swarm thing, and
it's hit or miss.
It's hit or miss. I mean, they're not going to work on the higher level wizard towers and the higher level archer towers, but
you got to spread them out.
You got to spread them out.
Nice, because remember
they're doing all right on the cannons and.
Well, cannons and mortars, they're great for that stuff because they can't get hit by them, so you can send them in and soften that shit up.
Yeah,
and then send your guys, your ground troops in behind them.
Well, you remember when the balloons didn't drop?
Yeah.
That's a really cool thing. I haven't used them much. Mine aren't upgraded to level 6 yet, but you've given me some in the clan castle, and that's been pretty cool. Just send them in.
Send in 5 of them. That's a good little troop, little squad.
Yeah,
they float around. They're kind of slow, but honestly, they do.
If you use a lightning spell right by those archer towers or right by a wizard tower, those guys that clump everything together in the middle.
Yeah,
and just drop a lightning spell.
Drop a lightning spell
and
first.
Then put your balloons through. That kind of softens them up a little bit.
Real quick, yeah.
And I have gotten rid of a couple of archer towers and wizard towers that way.
Are you using spells then?
Yeah.
What typically just
the healer spell and the lightning spell. So
that's
far,
all you got so
I've
far
got right now.
Okay.
So I'm just using those and then researching.
Yeah,
I've got to upgrade my stuff.
When you were talking about putting those things in and then they went up to that level, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch for these bombers to get done, and then right then I'm going to just do an entire barracks full of bombers.
Yeah.
They're going to go up 500, and then I'll sell them all back and take all that elixir.
Well, I wonder if that'll work.
I think it'll work.
I don't know if it will.
If you take I bet it will.
Okay, I'm missing like 2 chunks of wall.
Because that's all the...
Because you'll have you're talking about having a full army camp.
Yep.
Bombers. And you'll queue them up as level 5, but then buy them back as level 6?
Yeah. No, level 7, isn't it?
No, I don't know if that'll work.
I think it'll work.
I don't know. It'll be interesting. That'll be a good one.
I'm gonna try it.
That'll be a good one.
That'd be an easy, especially with bombers to, because you can have so many of them in your barracks.
Right.
That.
You let me know, because once the next thing I'm going to upgrade is I'm going to go to level 6 archers. I'm going to spend the 7.5.
Okay.
I'm gonna, it's going to take a little while. Not that long. I only need 3 million more.
It seems like lately, it comes up too fast almost, because I'm having such a hard time with elixir. But I've got 3 days and 1 hour, so I will let you know what happens.
Right, yeah.
So I've got to be on it.
So at 9 o'clock on
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday. Today's Wednesday.
Wait.
What day is today?
Thursday.
Today's Thursday. Yesterday was Waffle Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Way to keep it straight.
That's how I do it, man.
Cool. Well, so
I keep my days straight by what we have for breakfast at work.
So let's talk about the loot.
Too.
Let's talk about.
You got way better breakfast at your work, though.
Let's talk about the loot.
Honestly, you got a whole cafeteria. I got to make this shit. We got frozen waffles.
I have another question.
Tomorrow.
What are these little builders doing? Are they pissing on these trees because they're not decorating them for Christmas? And I'm just sitting here watching like, maybe this one's going to be for Christmas, and it's not.
No, they're waxing them. They're cleaning them.
Pruning
the trees.
No,
if
they're
I don't
not.
get a
They all
Christmas
look
tree,
the
I'm going to be really pissed.
You
If I
will.
do not get a Christmas
how could you not? I mean, is it that random that they wouldn't give you one?
Cluggo
I'm
said
going to
2%
fly
of the
to
time that
Finland
it
or wherever
generates.
we have to go.
It's probably possible that I won't get one. I mean, if we're getting that close. Like, if I haven't got one by now, and
Christmas is in 4 days.
Hey, Santa Claus will.
And I still don't know what I'm getting.
yeah, she tried to
No,
trick
it's
me
not
earlier.
4 days. It's 6 days.
No, it's not.
Today's
Christmas Day
Thursday.
is 6
Christmas
days.
Day is
We're not
Wednesday.
doing Christmas on Christmas Day. You said I get my presents on Christmas Eve.
I never said that.
I don't care. That's when we're due Christmas.
You and I were going to do Christmas. I keep saying
Flash Glance
Christmas.
podcast, free therapy.
So when when you wake up Christmas morning,
No, I don't want to do it that way.
it'll be Christmas in
Loot.
Duluth.
That's when my presents from Santa should show up.
That's what I'm talking about. Santa Claus
All right.
is coming.
All right,
I called him already. I wrote him a letter.
We're doing a podcast here.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on for Christmas.
Okay, well,
Do you know how hard I work to get on the naughty and the nice list?
Yeah, she did.
all right. So loot. I've been having
No, hold on. I want to know what I'm getting my Christmas presents.
Christmas Day.
Oh.
You can have one of them Christmas Eve.
Speaking of
You got to work Christmas Eve.
presents, what about loot?
I lost two
What about
chunks
Luke?
of my wall.
What?
My walls are missing.
I
comes
hate
from,
that.
Yeah, it comes from pushing the buttons.
All right,
There's no
so
buttons.
loot.
There's no buttons.
What loot?
I've been having a shit time
Me too.
finding loot.
I gotta spend 45 minutes to find.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's a conspiracy theory. It's because you've got the boost going, making all your stuff, and you're wasting all this time finding.
So, yeah, that's a weird thing because all of a sudden, so the update happened.
That did happen.
That happened.
Which I love the gem boost.
That did happen.
Okay, yeah.
I love it.
Okay, then
But-
then there's a new so then the gem boost. But let's go back though.
The update
because-
did happen.
Yeah, the update happened.
That happened.
Yeah, and we had loot.
No more beer for you.
We had loot, like a lot of loot coming, and then they said Clash Glenn said it's going to take a while, that for it to really kick in. And I'm not seeing tons of loot. Then they go and do then they did the speed up, the gem boost,
The Christmas boost.
for like a month. It's a
Till
one
the
gem
7th, yeah.
boost.
It's like 2 more weeks and shit.
One gem boost to fill up your barracks.
Well, that's the barracks. Is the gem
4
boost? It's a 4-time boost for 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
And that's about
That's a lot of armies.
well, yeah, it
few.
really is because my army takes less time, less than 45 minutes, so I can make at least 4 battles in that 45 minutes.
So
I can
Right.
and I can and I'm
Are
looking
you
for,
sticking there with the
I'm
trophies?
And I'm looking for the big.
No,
the
I'm
big,
dropping trophies.
I'm looking for the big. I'm looking for the big loot, so I can come up with $200,000 per battle. So I could in 45 minutes. I spend 1 gem. I can make close to $1 million
okay.
in gold.
Well, I am not using the boost. I'm using it on 1 barrack because I did it like that first day. I sat down and I'm like, I can't. And I have my spell factor.
I only do it when I sit down and play for an hour.
Yeah, but
You know.
I don't even do that then because my spell factory can't keep up, and so my
Well,
army.
and that's another thing. Yeah, then you can't.
That's
use
fine.
any
That's fine.
spells.
You don't use your spells. You come in with and pick up.
And you
100
can
grand.
only.
You just look for the ones you can beat without
Right.
spells, and you may only get 60, 80, 90 grand in gold.
So
and you
let's
might,
say you can only do 3 battles in that 45 minutes. You can only use clan castle stuff
every 20 minutes.
every 20 minutes.
Yeah, so
So that's twice.
that's why I
So
haven't
you've
been
got
doing
one
it
shitty battle.
because I was. So here's what happened. I started doing it, and
But you know that going into it, you got that one shitty battle. You're not. You don't have you don't have the full capability of your attack.
and I either
Right.
drop trophies
But then
in
you end
that
up-
and just
yeah.
hope that I'm going to get 100,000 elixir.
That's yeah. You don't care about the trophies in the first place, so you just go in and just like, well, I'm just gonna have to hopefully get enough elixir to that I spent on this army, and even then I don't care. but I'm looking for the gold. And if I can only get 80, but I know I'm going to get it, I'll take it. Because then I'm still going to get another 20 in my bonus because I'm in Crystal League or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll take the $100,000 and I'll live to fight another day. And then the next one I'll have maybe one spell or maybe two spells by then, you know.
It's a little bit tougher for me sitting at Town Hall 10 because...
Why?
Why?
That changed. That's not a thing anymore. You just drop some trophies down and you fight the lower level guys. And they're easier
I'm
to
still
fight.
not getting anything. And so I started doing it and using my same army.
Terrible army.
Minion, or Hog Riders and everything. I started blowing through Dark Elixir. And I just can't find the Dark Elixir. It doesn't seem like there's a lot out there.
I don't even pay attention to it anymore, man. I don't
even go with the flow. And
I don't even pay attention to how much dark. All I look for.
This guy?
Hey man,
kind of go with the flow.
Totally go with the flow, bro. Hey man, it's totally cute, man. Just let the just marinade.
Well, your army's not that
This
expensive.
is not an
though.
episode of the California.
The Californians.
So you've got, but you're not.
Daryl. Daryl. What are you doing here?
Do you ever watch Portlandia?
No.
Oh man,
You
that's some
should.
good stuff. Yeah. That was actually.
I think he needs to go and
that might have came
work
up on
with-
a previous I Got a Piss episode. Portlandia's a
I don't
great
think it
show,
did.
man. It's so funny.
Cool.
The writing on that shit is just great. Fred Armisen's awesome.
It's
but
on
the
my
Californians was this SNL skit. Fred
Yeah.
Armisen.
Oh, I remember that one. I
The
think.
Californians.
And then it's now gone on to
You want
Portlandia.
to go down to the I-5 and take a left on the freeway. You want to get there.
You sound like a Canadian.
Daryl.
Canadian hippie.
Canadian hippie.
Well, because you were doing the hippie impression last time, and then that one seemed to like have the Canadian or Northern Minnesotan really come in.
Here's an impression for you. Oh,
my God. Anyways,
good times.
so okay, so I'm so your
What?
troop army is not that expensive though to make.
No, man.
And I'm trying to get my king and queen going, so I have to score. I have to score at least 1,000 to make
Dark Elixir?
some. Yeah, to make some
Yeah.
to go up. And I've got my 3 drills going. So as long as I can keep it balanced, I make more like
And I'm sure
just letting it go.
I'm sure that when I'm when I do, like, I'm going to sit down for 45 minutes or an hour, and I got every boost going. Spell Factory, all 6 barracks.
Yeah.
And I'm sure everybody out there should. They should if they don't. But I'm sure we all do have our elixir boosts going all the time.
Yeah.
Nonstop. Oh, I hit the table here. Can you guys hear
Don't
that at all?
do
Okay,
that.
stop it.
Stop it. All right. Excuse me. But I'm sure everybody here has all their elixir boosts going all the time.
Yeah.
And when I sit down and do that, I'm sure I'm losing dark elixir, even though I'm battling and gaining some. I always gain some when you're fighting. 600, 500, 600, 1,000. You're taking it in. But I'm sure I'm losing over the long run because I'm using all those minions.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly giving out minions to my clan troops.
That's the
The other night we were all playing, like everybody in the clan was sitting down playing. It was right after the boost thing came out, and you just had like, I don't know, probably 30 out of 50 of our guys were all on, constantly requesting, and everybody was just playing, just like, oh yeah, I got tons of guys going.
Yeah, just easy.
I couldn't. I'm like, I put the thing down and I turned the TV. I'm looking at the TV. I'm like, oh shit, my guys are ready. Like,
it was so quick.
with 6 barracks on the 4-time boost, I'm making balloons in 2 minutes each, and minions in like 11 seconds. So I was just
Whipping through.
like crazy armies, and so I could just donate, and then I was getting just awesome troops because everybody was doing the same thing.
Did you experiment with different armies this week?
No, I did not at all. I mean, I have a tried and true fucking way to make money. It's called Balloons and Minions.
All right, I'll try that.
Boneyard the Minions.
Are you
Boneyard, you are in second place right now.
Fuck yeah.
Very nice. So I was losing too much Dark Elixir, just bleeding it, and I'm trying to get my king, trying to get a regular Elixir, and I'm thinking I'm trading off for Dark Elixir, and I'm okay with that if I'm losing.
Right.
But I upgraded my king, and it left me with like 1,000 Dark Elixir.
That's gone
And
right away, huh?
It was it took me. I had to carefully go through, and with my hog armies, and just have to go completely for Dark Elixir. And if it took me an entire day, and I think this is right when the boost happened. So I couldn't keep the Dark Elixir because it was just going too fast.
Yeah.
And I should have never done that. I should have done the King upgrade. I should have just waited and did it right before I went to bed, because then I would have had enough in the morning. So it took me a full day to get back on track with my Dark Elixir.
With Dark Elixir to make your armies right with the troops, right?
Yeah. And then
But that forces you to try a little different army action.
Yeah, and I was really happy about it at first, and then I wasn't. I really like the army. I like my hogs, 2 barracks full of archers, a barrack full of barbs, and a barrack full of bombers.
I love the fact that you came to my side and just decided to just dedicate a barrack to bombers.
Well, and that's kind of how
barrack to archers.
I think about the things now, because it's like it takes so long to go through and do each, especially when you got 6. When you had just 4.
And she's doing it what you used to do. She's got the.
I have such a
you have to do a set number.
Doing the math and making. I need to have 3 giants, so I got to make ding ding ding, and doing it, setting it up so that at the end of the time takes to make an army.
And I have a barracks upgrading right now, so everything's off.
Oh, that's way off. Yeah, no, screw that.
Yeah, and so I used to do that, but that was like I had. Now I have 6 barracks, so it's like to go through each one. It takes a while, and maybe I would do it, and I do it sometimes. But that if you have one going constantly, and they get done at different times, and you kind of figure out the way to go. That's why I put 2 barracks full of archers, because they'll have about the same amount as barbs when I'm done from that one thing of barbs. So it's kind of like throwing all the ingredients in and then just letting it go, because by the time I come back and I've looked through the camps, and I can have all those things trained, or like
right when you come back, you push on a camp and you just go ding. You just like add till it's full, add till it's full, add till it's full, and then your armies might be off by a little bit here and there. Like every time you battle, might be a little bit different numbers. You toss in whatever you're donating.
Yeah.
You try to mix it up, like 5 archers, and this time it's going to be 5 barbs, and this time it's going to be 5 archers, and this time it's going to be 2 giants and 5 barbs. I don't want to give up too much. Whereas
that's the problem with that.
That's what I do. Okay, I have two troops. I have minions and balloons.
Yeah.
Mostly I'm just giving out minions.
Yeah.
And then when I realize I don't have enough minions, like all of a sudden I have 30 balloons and 20 minions. Like if I get into some trouble, I'm not going to be able to get anything, because my balloons are only they'll die before they get every defense. I start handing out balloons, dunk, dunk, dunk. Or it depends on who it is. Lower level people, I just give them balloons because they love them.
Yeah. Well, and it's nice because then they're going to really clean up with what that'll count for them.
Yeah, right.
Well, so that all happened with the Dark Elixir. Things are going like that, and then so I start trying these different armies. And because the boost, I was using some wizards, I was using healers, and giants and barbs. Well, and it's just like one of those things. It was really hard to.
You had a silent sneeze.
It was hard to keep up with the spells then, because I need a rage spell.
Did your elbow have snot on it?
No, it was an OSHA-approved sneeze.
Oh, God.
A vampire sneeze? You know what I'm talking about? Like this? That's chairs getting in my way. I'm getting all wild with my gesticulating.
All right.
Sneezes. I know what I had to bitch about. Sorry.
That was loud. What do you had to bitch about? Go.
The animals around here made me angry today.
The Clash. Oh yeah, these fucking dogs and cats. I swear to God, and they're all looking all nice right now. Oh, there's a friend over. Oh, Scotty's here. Let's all be nice to him. No. Puking and peeing and pooping in the house and
God.
Let me tell you something. I come home and there's poop on the carpet over there in the kitchen. Okay, I can clean that up. It's dry. Oh no, there's a whole line of piss.
Oh, nice.
And that got on the carpet. And so I'm like, all right, what am I going to do? Then, you tell them.
Then I come home, and I'm like...
Boneyard's pooping on the kitchen.
Right?
This is what you don't do, doggies!
I'm like, it stinks in here.
Like
and Mom's like, well, the dog's pooped in here. I'm like, well, what did you clean this with? Well, a couple of squirts. I'm like, all right, I'll clean this up. And so I clean it again, and it smells a little bit better. I'm like, I don't know, this rug's kind of dirty. So I clean the rug. And then I finally sit down, turn a little Clash of Clans on, and Bowen's like, oh, look, the dog's over by the cat. Isn't that nice? And I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, my God, I have to go. And the cat's puking, and the dog starts to eat it. And all I can do is cover my ears and shut my eyes and, like, rock back and forth on the couch. I'm like, I have to go outside. I have to leave.
It feels like I was there.
I have to, like, I'm trying to put my boots on and not throw up.
The reason the dog was paying so much attention to that cat is because the cat was getting ready to puke, and the dog knew it. And the cat was under the chair, so I couldn't just grab the cat and then put him on the hardwood. He puked on the carpet, and then I was like, "Ah, damn it!" And the dog was just trying to get under there, and I'm like, I'm like,
gross.
And I'm like, all right, fuck it. And I just picked up the chair, and I'm like, go ahead, dog.
So that was one more reason why I'm.
So I just let the dog clean it up. The dog ate all the puke.
Oh God! Let's stop.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Let's stop.
I picked the cat up.
I gotta go.
Put it in the hardwood.
I gotta leave.
Put it in the hardwood, and then it puked again. And it's, you know how funny it is to watch a cat puke. It's like a whole.
Okay, Boneyard. Lady Boneyard has left the studio.
And then finally, I was like, okay, dog. She left. You made her sick, and she left the room. Come in here and clean up this puke. And so I made him go into the other room and clean up the rest of the puke.
Maybe your pets have the flu.
No, it's because the one cat pushes the other cat out of the way, eats all the food. It puked up whole pieces of cat food. I mean, it didn't even chew the shit.
God.
That's the problem. He's like, I'm so hungry, I'm going to eat everything as fast as I possibly can.
Okay.
The sound in the background is the Lady B getting a little nauseous. Okay. I think we're going to I'll take a quick smoke break. We'll be back in 1 second here at the ClashlandsPodcast.com. Hit save. And we're back. Is that working? Yeah. And we're back for you boys and girls out there in Radioland. That was only a split second for you, but for us, it was a nice smoke and a piss. Scotty brought up something that I really want to explain to my fans out there in Radioland. They deserve it. He talked about breaking the seal. I went up to take a piss. He says, "Oh, you're going to break the seal." Now, listen, that's not a thing, Scotty. That's actually bad for you. What you're talking about is the myth that the first time you take when you're drinking, the first time you take a piss, then you have to piss a bunch, like you regularly, So you want to wait until it's the first time so that you don't have to piss. So that's a myth. You should piss right away when you have to, because here's the thing. It's like blowing up a balloon. You blow up a balloon a little bit, and then you let the air out, and then you blow it up a little bit, and let the air out. It's going to retain its shape. Now, if you blow up a balloon all the way, and then let the air out, then it's stretched out, right? So that's your bladder. Now you look.
All right.
No, I'm serious. Now you let your bladder, you stretch it out a bunch because you're like, oh, I'm not going to break the seal until I have to. Your bladder is huge and stretched, and then when you piss, you don't even get all the piss out because it's so stretched out. It's not going to go back down to the little guy. So it feels like you have to take a piss a lot.
All right.
But when you go take a piss, you're like, oh, it's just a regular amount. It's not like this huge gusher that you thought was coming. It's not a thing. And it's bad for your bladder for doing that. So you should just always take a piss right when you have to. Kids out there, when you're drinking, when you're drinking, remember, piss right away.
Piss right away.
It's good for you.
Boneyard's advice corner.
Hey man, breaking seal is the thing. It's a myth.
All right, so here's what happened.
Lady Boneyard's giving me a look like you shut the fuck up. Seriously.
Okay.
I'm being totally serious.
Very nice.
All right, go. What do you got?
Okay, what do I got? Well, so here's what I did this week then. As I tried, I'm back to the Minion, Giant, Bomber, and so what I'm doing now is just speeding up one barrack.
Okay.
And so I'm putting Bombers and Giants in there, and then I've got
Bombers and Giants in speed.
I'm throwing in like 5 or 6 Bombers, and then letting the Giants go. Whoa, a little tech difficulty.
I swear to God, if you fucking erase this thing, I'm gonna be so pissed. You fucked this up again.
No, it's all right. It's
yeah, weird. Yeah.
Okay, we had a little
go. 5.
So
now your phone's going off.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Scotty. What is the deal?
Well, it's because I have the Clash Clans on.
All right.
Okay. So I have
Okay.
I have the one like barrack, like totally upgrading bombers and
Totally did.
and giants, and so I'm able to keep my spells going, boosted.
Right.
I'm actually getting more by waiting because I was not making enough elixir on each battle to really make up for it. So the boost is I'm just playing normal, and I have that one thing, that one barrack going. So I'm trying out with the minion.
Even with the full elixir boost, you're not getting enough elixir to make it work.
My elixir's not climbing.
Well, maybe you need to think of a different army to use.
Well, I am. I've switched to the giants. I was doing the hog riders and all that, but it just doesn't seem like I'm seeing huge camps full of loot anymore. It seems like the loot, since the update, it went up, and then all of a sudden it's like hard to find it.
Well, the update changed the loot count, like what you can get. Now you need 10%. So when the update changed, people had a bunch of loot, like stored up that the people we couldn't touch. Now we can get at it, and now people are spending it down. Yeah,
well, people are spending elixir down really fast because you can make army after army, and if you can't get it,
I don't know, man. I find a lot of I skip a lot of things where there's hundreds of thousands of elixir, but there's no gold.
See,
and I skip them because I want that gold.
And I'm just not seeing that. I mean, I need like elixir because I've got 4 days to get 4 million elixir, and it's really hard for me to climb on the elixir just because of the hit or miss. If I lose a battle, I'm out a shit ton of elixir.
Yeah,
if I don't.
Hey, stupid cats.
If I don't actually get. If I don't get some real successful things. And then I'm trying these different armies because I want to save up this dark elixir. So I'm back to the minions, and I'm actually really liking them. And I'm going to switch it back and forth. But with the thing with the minions that I didn't remember because I wasn't using them often for a while is that they have more hit points than I thought. Like
they're good, man.
The barbs. I was thinking they'd be like, I don't know, gobs or something. And I've been taking some gobs in because
I don't know why.
Because I've got level 6 gobs.
They still can't be that good.
They're pretty good because they can take a bomb hit. They can take a major bomb hit from
a mortar hit.
Yeah, mortar hit
without dying.
That's
pretty good.
Just one, and that's all they need because then they move on. Makes the difference between.
Yeah, right. That's a big deal because they can stick around through one attack. Sully, shut up! Stop puking everywhere, stupid cat.
No more puke talk.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Get down.
No more puking.
So I'm not like seeing just shit tons of elixir, and so it's been really hard for me to climb with elixir, and I'm not finding a ton of dark elixir, and I go through a bunch of battle. I mean,
where are you at in your?
I've been going up and down because Boots had this idea the other day, and it actually worked pretty well. He said, boost the things and just use barbs. He goes, just go in with barbs, and take out the
270 barbs.
Yeah, but I was losing, so I'm dropping trophies, and I picked up a few thousand dark elixir on the way down. And maybe if I spent more time, but I thought I was going.
Sully, shut your mouth.
He's speaking to Boots. Big shout out to him. Congratulations.
Yeah. So Boots said, just send in all those barbs, and so I was, but I just wasn't winning. So I'm dropping trophies. I'm picking up some dark elixir. But I wasn't getting enough for it. I'm looking through, and I'm spending, I'll go through 50 things.
You need to be up there so you can get those guys that have 2 dark elixir pumps, so they have a lot of dark elixir.
Yeah. So I was like, I dropped down, and I wasn't really finding the sweet spot. I had a couple really good ones.
You want to know where my sweet spot is?
Where?
1900 to 2050.
Yeah, I like that spot. But that's when I'm using my hog riders. So I'm going to do more with the minions. I just haven't. I need a real good defense. I need to use the giants. I wish I could use minions, and I probably could use. No, I don't want to use that much dark elixir.
I don't know. One barrack hogs, one barrack minions, mate.
I tried that, and it was.
But you don't have enough of each to really do any damage. You got to have have a group.
Yeah, and I was doing the minions,
You can't
and then I
have
was doing
8 hog riders
giants.
because they'll get beat up.
Yeah,
You need 16.
yeah, you need so it's been a hard balance trying to figure
right.
out the right troop combinations when I'm looking for the dark elixir and wanting to save up and wanting to do the king and queen, because if you go to a camp and you see a king and queen there that are sitting there at in the over 10, it pretty much discourages me. And I've been putting mine on guard.
I don't worry about any. I never worry about a king.
I suppose you don't have to worry about that.
I just give him one minion and it kills a king.
Yeah, maybe I need to focus on more aerial attacks. Having maybe not just the hog riders were nice because they went over the walls, but so the minions.
Yeah, right.
But if I have
But hog riders don't attack king and queen. Minions do.
Right, and I've been using those minions for that, and that's helped. But I also, I don't know. I think that with the troop things, maybe I just need an air component constantly. It's one, even if it's a dragon, which you could actually use now, and throw in a couple drags.
You definitely could put one barrack dragon on a boost.
And you'd have one every battle. Minions. I'll try that.
You would have one every under 10 minutes. I mean, what's 30 divided by 40? I mean, you'd have at least a dragon,
and then giants, and what might work really well in this instance then would be bombers, and you need a bunch of bombers, or maybe not, because you'd have a bunch of giants. So the giants would go in and take out as much of the air defense as possible. Bombers, giants, and then a thing of gobs. Or barbs. Archers. I'm trying to figure this out. Oh my God, maybe. I just didn't think about having that air component in there.
You got to do it, man.
Yeah.
Air is the best way to go. But I don't have to worry about any bomb. Air bombs, obviously, but none of the floor bombs.
And that's with what? You're going to put what in?
Well, I'm thinking if I do dragons, giants.
How many of each? Let's super break this down.
Okay, I'll have one dragon.
One dragon.
One dragon.
Full minions. So I have about 40. Then I'd need bombers and gobs.
Bombers to get the gobs in.
Yep. And they would be taking that stuff out.
One barrack bomber and 2 barrack gobs.
Yeah.
And
that might be.
I don't know that you'd need a full
and a jump spell.
Barrack of bombers.
Well, because you end up with.
Well, yeah, because then you end up with
8
or 9 by every time you go into battle.
Yeah, and that's enough to get in 3 to 4 walls, especially if they're compartmentalized.
Yeah.
You can knock out some corners and get in there.
Yeah, and you have to deploy them after the shit gets in there farther, because then they'll get taken out. But if I
you
send
also have to
8,
make sure you deploy them late enough so you know that's where your guys are going to go.
Yeah.
You put them in, and then everybody fucking takes a left and walks around the outside of the thing. You're like, there's a fucking hole here that goes right into the middle of this thing.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts.
But that's a good way to set up the camp then, because that happened to me, and I'm trying to get my barbs to go inside for that dark, and the dark elixir's just sitting there with a wide open thing, and there they are spreading around because I can't.
Oh, I better take all this army camp first, and there's another army camp. Oh, there's a barrack. I better go hit that.
I better knock this builder's hut over.
Yeah, come on, get out of there.
So I'm gonna try that. I'll put part air defense, part and make sure to keep doing air defense, and maybe a powerhouse like the dragon. I don't use them much.
No, I don't either.
But now with the boost, I'm afraid of getting addicted to it, though. I'm afraid of because
they cost a lot.
Well,
level 3s cost a lot. I mean, you might be up to level 4. Are you?
No. I if they work, I'll do that next. But it's 8 million. That's gonna fucking kill to get to that.
Yeah, right.
But I'm afraid of getting addicted to the boost, because I got addicted to the spell factory boost. I'm totally addicted to it.
Me too. Well, I have 1,000 gems I'm not going to spend that I can't spend on anything other than my spell boost. That's it.
Well, and that's
God, I wish you could transfer those.
Yeah. Well, and I just bought another $10 because it lasted me over a month. Well, it lasted me over a month.
I've spent $0.
Yeah.
0 real monies.
But I'm all right with it because it's fun to play. It makes it a little bit more fun when you get to use the spells more, and you don't have to wait so long. So all I'm really paying for is a little bit of time, And it lasts. If I'm only going to do it when I'm going to sit down for a while to play.
Yeah, sit down for an hour.
Yeah, sit down for an hour.
Sunday
4
afternoons
hours.
when we're watching football and everybody in the clan is playing.
Yeah.
That's a good time to play.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite day to play.
Yeah, and if I just sit around, and I'm watching a movie or something and playing, it's awesome to have that boost. So I'm afraid with the Barrack boost that I'm going to be addicted to it like I am with this Spell Factory boost. And I wish they would have doubled the Spell Factory boost so that it all went in sync. So that way everything got done at the same time.
Well, now I want to like quadruple or even more so. The spell boost, I'm like, oh, this is great when I am normally battling, so I have spells for every battle.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And now I'm like, I don't have enough.
Yeah.
But I like we talked about earlier, like you just make sure that you battle something that you can take.
Do you use the minions much or like heal spell and minions? I bet the rage would just be best with that.
No, man, it's a combo. You send a few minions in to take out the things around the outside of the base so that your minions don't end up going around the outside of the base. So you can send them right in where you want to. A few minions, then you just arc out all of your balloons right around that same edge, and then you come in behind with the rest of the minions. And by that time, your balloons are right about the edge of the wall, and they're starting to get hit by stuff. And you drop a heal spell, depending on what they're up against. You can either drop a heal spell or a rage spell right away. But the heal spell, then they're going to take their time going through the heal spell, and they'll stay in the heal spell. They'll knock out all the defenses on that edge.
Yeah.
And then you drop a rage spell, so they move really fast to the next thing. Because once they get in range of the next thing, you need to get them over there.
Yeah.
And then all those minions.
Well, how many spells are you using though? 2?
4.
See, I like
2
to
rage,
keep
2 heal.
I like to keep it at a 3, so that way I can have some ready for the next. So I always try to have a lightning spell, because those troops come out of the clan castle, and if you can draw them out and get them to stop, and then you jam it, boom, kill all the archers.
Yeah, well,
the fucking giants, that's the worst. The giants in that clan castle, those things come out and they do not give up.
Well, guess what? When you just fighting with minions, they're swinging wild and they're getting fucking acid on their head like
true.
idiots. Yeah,
that's true.
The only thing I worry about in the clan castle is 25 archers.
Yeah, I suppose, and that happens a lot. That's why you should always have that. But see, I have 5 spells, so
I end up with a heal spell and a rage spell stacked with a fucking shitload of minions dumping acid on the archers, and they'll take out a few of them maybe, but then they're like, well, guess what? All those things are dead, and it is continue to keep
going,
wipe the earth clean of those.
You're not running into heavy problems against air defenses, huh? I think that's the least forgot about, but I don't get attacked from the air much.
No, see, my air defenses are when I go up against air defenses, they're negligible, man. It's a one hit, one kill, and unless and if you don't have your air defenses up enough, it's not even 1 hit, 1 kill. It's 2 hits, 1 kill.
Wow.
And I can get to those air defenses and take them out. I go after I go after wizard towers and air defenses. That's where, like, when they're concentrated in this area of somebody's base, that's where I go in.
Okay.
So I can knock that shit out first, and then wipe the rest of the earth clean of nerds and their kind.
Well, see, you know what I'm gonna
do?
I had the okay. I'm gonna do okay. I'm gonna totally do. I'm gonna do balloons.
I'm totally gonna do balloons.
1 dragon and minions.
And a dragon because it's got fire.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do
I like those fairies too.
I'm going to put a fairy on it so I can totally heal my minions.
And I said that the other day in the game. I was like, oh, thanks for the fairy.
What is that?
the healer.
Oh. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
I'm going to drop a fairy.
And totally got shit for it.
Did you?
Yeah.
So
Gopher was like, what's a fairy?
Yeah, that's what
totally knew that I was.
Yeah. Well, so what spells are you using? You're using the...
Just the lightning and the healer.
That's right. You only have the heal and the lightning. But I think if a dragon goes in with those balloons, maybe behind it, I'm just going to try it. I'm going to try some different armies.
When I put a dragon in, when I have a dragon in a clan castle, I put him in ahead of the balloons.
Okay.
Because all the air defenses everything's
going to go for it.
And he might live through the first wash, and sometimes he's one of the last guys on the board, but he's the guy taking all the damage.
Yeah.
And my air defenses are coming through and wiping some shit out.
See, and I've been...
Because he's like meandering around. The dragon always like, oh, there's a defense and oh, there's a builder hut. That's equally as important. And it goes over there. And you're like, come on, man, just go in. Quit going left and right. Just go straight, for Christ's sakes.
When I do take the minions in now, when I have been, what I've been doing is dropping one on, like just randomly on a couple sides.
Yeah, knock out those bombs.
Yeah. And then it's taking a percentage of the camp, too, because they wander off sometimes like a bunch of idiots. Spitting over here and spitting over there.
Oh, I hate it. Yeah.
I hate it when they bunch and then they get taken out by a balloon, though. So I'm really kind of careful. But like I said, I've been using those hogs and everything
dead,
forever.
And then you're like, oh yeah, there's still 7 of these guys way down in the corner after going after somebody's spell factory that they put out in the corner of the thing. You're like, ah, damn it.
Yeah.
Ting, ting, ting. Ting, 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 ting.
What is that, Lady B?
Didn't you watch the movie? I know you watched the trailer for the movie. And
Barb was just...
she's talking about the live motion.
Yeah, the live action trailer.
Stop doing that!
Hey man, we gotta go in here. We gotta fight this. And no, I'm good.
People listening couldn't see you mimicking the hammer.
Yeah, the sword hitting
Why
the thing.
can't they see me?
We already want to turn this into a video podcast?
No.
We're gonna have to dress up this fucking living room.
pajamas.
Although this is, I tell you what, honestly, this is probably better spot for video than the basement.
Yeah, but we had it set up pretty cool.
It was pretty cute. There was a lit up palm tree down there.
Yeah,
that's
pretty cool.
And some toys and some Catwoman framed photographs. Yeah, that was
pretty sweet setup.
Posters, yeah,
that's cool to be mobile.
WBSMT Radio live.
So I'm gonna explain.
Oh, that over there? That's just a pile of dog food on the floor. No, there's not a bowl under there. It's just a pile of dog food.
You're not putting a light up palm tree in my living room.
No, it's at Scott's house.
I know. It's just not going to move here. I just thought
All right.
Okay. It right now.
Okay.
It's pretty cute, but not that cute.
Is there anything else that you guys want to... We're getting close to that hour mark, so... we should probably wrap up here.
Wrap it up really quick.
I'm gonna experiment with a bunch of different armies for next time.
not.
The minions. I'm doing air. I'm gonna focus on air and try some different air tactics and see if
it's cool.
See if it works.
Totally cool.
How about you, Lady B?
My laboratory is upgrading right now, so I should be able to be researching some new troops in 23 hours and 19 minutes.
Do you have enough?
Hopefully...
Do you have enough elixir?
Not yet.
Well, I will in 23 hours and 19 minutes.
Oh, that's nice. I have to think days ahead.
Yeah.
I'm like,
okay, can I earn 7 million in the next 8 days? Probably.
And I'm like, should I do my Valkyries?
And then it's 5 days later. I'm like, can I earn 6 million in 3 days?
It's hard.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you really have to focus in on that one resource and kind of go at the expense of others.
No.
Maybe
what you do is you focus on gold, and then the rest comes because that's all I do, and it's fucking
just
gold.
pours.
Yeah,
but I get a lot.
See, I focus on elixir, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I have 1.2 million gold.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
But I'm,
But I guess
But of course, it's what you have to upgrade right
Town
now.
Hall level 7.
Right now,
way down there, guys.
Right now, I can't spend elixir on anything but my armies. There's nothing I can upgrade right now until I have 6 million. I have 4.5 million elixir. It's not like I'm saving it. I need 6 million elixir before I can spend any of it.
Yeah, I suppose.
And I'm going to wait until I get 7.5 so I can do my archers.
Cool. Yeah, it was worth it. The archers. I mean, I
don't use them.
Yeah, I suppose you're using just the air stuff.
I don't use them. And then I have my giants to go to level 6, and then I have my P.E.K.K.A. to go to level 3, and then I need to upgrade my town hall because I won't have anything to spend elixir on.
Okay.
But that's after.
I'm
not worried about elixir because it's going to come eventually, and I'll eventually be able to do those 3 things.
Yeah.
And by then, I'm earning gold and I'm upgrading my defenses, and that's And then, they may not all be maxed out by the time I don't have any more stuff to spend elixir on.
It's gold's coming pretty fast for me. It's like I can get a 5 the 5 million upgrade.
How is it that everything that you're looking for you don't get? All 3 of us are that way.
Yeah,
I'm going for gold.
Isn't that anything in life?
Yeah,
I suppose. Yeah,
fast,
maybe if I just went for gold
or good.
Yeah,
that's how it's it. You can only get 2.
Yeah,
in life you can have 2. either it's fast, it's cheap, or it's good. A car, you can get a fast car for cheap, but it's not good. You can get a good car that's fast.
You can get a car fixed.
No. If you want to buy a car,
you can get your car fixed fast but it's not cheap. Or you can get your car.
Same thing. Yeah.
Or you can get it fast and not
good,
cheap. Yeah.
But
Or fast cheap. Or cheap and good, but it's not going to be fast.
Right.
Yeah. It's like a triangle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 sides.
Yeah. 2 sides.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
All right. Well, so yeah.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up here. What do we got? What else we got? I got to take a piss. What? Anything? Anything?
Let's just wrap.
Anything?
Well, I'll cut right here because
we're not cutting right here. I'm trying to ask you a question. All right.
Too busy.
You're too busy. All right. I got nothing else.
Okay.
I've been playing Skyrim like crazy. It's crazy. I actually found the Elder Scroll, and I'm almost defeating Alduin. Here's some nerdy ass shit. Some people out there will love it. But I played 250 hours the first time I played the game.
Skyrim, you're talking about.
Never even came close to even starting the main quest, and I was the king of everything. I was like walking around like a god, like I could not be defeated. And I didn't do the main quest. Now I started it, and I'm like, it's all I'm going to do. I'm going to go and defeat some dragons. It's fucking tits, baby. It's awesome.
Cool. I've never played it.
That's what I've been doing.
Cool.
An hour.
I played it once.
It's been I've been just swamped.
I made my character, and then I got to my town and got burned by a dragon, and that was it.
Yeah, was stuck in a corner, jumping in the corner. I couldn't. Yeah, right.
Well, I want to give a shout out. Shout out to Boots and Lady Boneyard brought this up, and Mr. Lawyer now.
Mr. Lawyer.
That's pretty cool.
Boots Electric Esquire.
Dractagon for he was on the blog. Dractagon. I believe that's right. I had to do that. I had to write it down.
It's not right. It's Dr. Octagon, man. Look at it. Dr. Octagon is a thing. He's a rapper.
No, but that's how he spells his name on the
Dractagon?
Yeah.
He spells it Dr. Octagon. It's Dr. Octagon.
Okay.
Honey, will you call in Dr. Octagon or Droctagon, whichever?
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Please call in.
Yeah,
Plug
and tell us
for
what
listening.
your name
Wes
is.
from Twitter
Tell
has
me
been
that
bringing his
Boneyard is cooler than everybody else because I know what I'm talking about. What do you else you got?
Cluggo has been tweeting Weston has some of his clan mates. Should send in the clan name. I probably have it sitting in my email waiting for the shout out. And it's on my desk. So
we're super bad at shout outs because we always do. I think every episode that we like start out with shout outs, we don't even put on the air because if something happens. Scotty,
that has happened a lot.
A lot. Scotty has deleted shout outs.
Well, no, it's just some got screwed
like
up.
50.
Can you make a banner or something going across the web page that is shout outs?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we could be doing some of that.
Yeah, we could do that.
Big shout out to me.
Listen to me. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. I don't have any fucking clue how that shit works.
Well, just rent an airplane.
Our podcast is on the
one
internet.
of those things that's like in Mexico that says Bacardi.
Yeah, flying across the sky. Big shout out to Minnesota Nice. So we haven't talked about the clan much because everything's just kind of good in the clan. And
it always is.
Our clan's fantastic.
Nelson, Melb, and Ed, and Noah, and I'm forgetting people's names.
Ryan 007.
Ryan 007. Gordominator.
No, I don't know.
And I'm accepting all troops. And I'll just say that because but because of our talk last time about that taking one hit. All it needs is
take a hit. Yeah. Take the fucking troops. Some people need to donate troops to make their own things look cool.
Well, and that's true. And we lost a member this week.
But I think what
Trinity is back as of
Trinity
today.
Is back. Oh, cool.
Right? Didn't you say that, Lady B? Yeah, she was one of the original founders of Minnesota Nice. She was there when we started.
Yeah.
And now she's back.
That's cool. Yeah, and Yeah, so there's people we're forgetting.
All right, books? Any books reading? I haven't reading anything lately.
I'm actually reading one right now called Breakers.
Movies? Anything? No,
watching Man of Steel again.
No, we're going to go to one on Christmas.
Yeah, we might go.
And if Keanu Reeves fucks it up, I'm going to be pissed.
Oh, yeah, Ronin. 47 Ronin?
I haven't seen it. I've seen the preview.
Well, it might be cool. Oh, you got to check it out.
It might be cool.
All right.
It might be cool.
As long as Keanu only has 3 lines.
We'll give you a post-Christmas update.
Although we also
if
might
I get a Christmas present, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Lady B is trying to get her Christmas presents early, and I ain't letting it happen.
All right,
Boneyard got to open his.
And if she wants to really be a cheater, she can just look around the house when I'm not home. Like tomorrow, she doesn't have to work in the morning. That's up to you if you want to ruin Christmas.
Yeah. Don't do it.
No, I want you to give me my Christmas.
I'm excited for socks. The best 10 days after Christmas.
Yeah, you know you're fucking old when you're like, oh, sweet, socks. I need socks.
So, big shout out. Thanks for everybody for listening. We'll be back.
Any other things? You got movies, we got books, we got any new laser dicks? Laser dicks?
No.
Any new laser dicks?
So,
What's that?
It's a thing. It's called. It's when you're at the laser light show and you just bang the crap out of somebody and the laser just shoots right out of your dick. It's a thing.
Okay.
I heard about it.
On that note,
I like the new Joe Boxer commercial where the guys are all dressed up and the top halves are like tuxedo tops and the bottom halves are really wild boxers and they do jingle bells. And
Scotty likes that. Scotty likes that one too. Yeah.
So we better wrap this up because we're well over our hour.
Okay.
All right.
So thanks everybody for listening. This is we'll be back
no laser
next
dicks?
week with another episode.
Episode 29, Laser Dicks. Wasn't that one of the Transformers? That was Laser Beak.
All right.
Get a hold of us, Clash of Clans Podcast at gmail.com or the Clash of Clans Podcast.com.
Or call us and leave us a message about Laser Dicks.
Yeah, 424-27-CLASH. You can always
424.
text, iMessage, Clash of Clans Podcast at gmail.com and it'll come right to the
Maybe.
messages.
I don't know
So
if that's the thing or not.
yeah, so thanks for listening. It's been a great year, but we still probably have one more before the year's finished. So
Yeah.
so we can do a little year and wrap up maybe that episode.
Yeah, maybe someone will have a Christmas tree by then.
Not you two, yeah. I do. Maybe I'll have two by then.
that's if I do not get it,
show 'em
I'm
off.
gonna be a fucking Grinch.
If I get two and you guys get none, I will. I won't even tell you.
I will
I won't even tell you.
borrow your
because
phone
get-
and cut them down.
Because
Yeah.
I will get in trouble. Yeah.
All right, so
All right.
thanks everybody.
It's got to get the hell out of my house.
Good night.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.